Guys, Kev here, and I have an unboxing to do for you. So, I have a big package. That's what she said. The unboxing knife is going to be this beautiful Lake Champlain Barlow from traditionalpocketknives.com. I suggest you check them out. I don't know when it's dropping, but man, is it sexy. Full hollow grind, belt satin, beautiful bolsters, flute, Halloween night camo carbon, excellent walk and talk, $199 in M390. This package comes from Kizer. So I have all their new releases. Well, not all, but I have a bunch of their new releases here. So we're going to get into these, okay? We're going to get into them. I was thinking about doing a video for each knife to break it up a little bit, because I can ramble. But I guess we can just do separate reviews or whatever. By the way, she cuts. One more? One more. All right. There's only 4. So, not that many. And I think there's one that they may be sending me later, because they're releasing a knife with our buddy Mattisfaction, and I think they said those were still in transit, so they didn't send me one of those, as far as I know. What we have is the Submarine, the Porcupine. These are both in their Laconic series, so they're more affordable series. Then we have the Doberman in their Vanguard series. And the designer, Show, actually reached out to me and let me know. He asked them to send me one. So that's pretty dang cool. And then we have a premium Huntsman. Oh, cool. This one's the James Lowe design. Another community member. James runs a Facebook group. I'll try to link it down below. I'm trying to remember the exact name. It's like a Hunters and Gatherers group or something. I don't know. I might be adding that Gatherers part. But he's in Australia. And he started submitting knife designs. And I think he's got a couple coming out. And that's the first one, which is awesome. And as you can tell, it's a premium design. So, good for you, James. Can't wait to check it out. All right, let's see. This is the Submarine. This is a Kizer in-house. It's in 9CR, 18 MOV, in satin and black G10. 3.2-inch blade. So this is going to be an affordable model. It's going to be around 50 bucks. It's got a great detent. Really flies out of there. You have a reversible deep carry pocket clip. You got that great texturing that I just love on these Laconic series knives. Pretty comfortable in the hand. You know, I'm always a choil fan, so I don't like having that flipper tab there blocking me. But it does lock you into this grip, so it actually makes sense. A lot of times those don't make sense. It's got a blade shape reminiscent of Peter Carey, Bob Terzola, stuff like that. You have a hole. Let's see. Okay. It's a useful hole. It's got some sharp inner edges there. They're not chamfered at all, so it's just a oval. But you can rip it there. Obviously, that all goes into making it more affordable. Good thumb flicker. I don't know why I did that. Very cool. You have a drop point blade. Submarine. I kind of can see that. I see why they call it the Submarine. So that's the first. Man, look at that action, though. Don't know why there's no jimping on these flipper tabs. Why are people still doing that? I saw one from Concept last week that's like that. Like, why are you torturing us? Why don't you just jimp your flipper tab? I don't understand. Because it could hurt in pocket? Then get rid of the flipper tab. I don't know. It just seems weird to me, but rant over. That's very, very smooth. So that's the Submarine. Then we have the Porcupine. So no theme here. This one is a Kizer design as well. That's another way they can keep it affordable. by designing them themselves. They don't have to pay royalties to anybody. There's some hardware at the bottom of this box. I'm sure the other one had it too. Just like body screws, clip screws if you damage anything. So again, Laconic Series JG10 and that beautiful grippy feel. This one has jimping on the flipper tab. It is a flipper only design and a warning. Surprisingly, the D10 is softer than the one with the hole in it. It's not bad. It's just odd that it's softer. I mean, I get the flipper design is less pronounced, and it's kind of set up for you to do that, but I would have liked a little bit of a stronger pull. It is fine. There's, you know, it'll break in even better too. Honestly, it's fine. I'm just complaining. That's a preference. You have a satin blade, and again, 9CR 18 MOV. And this one's called the Porcupine, I guess, because it's spiky. They have quills. I like the inset liner lock. You have a comfortable grip here. Oh, nice choke-up grip. That is comfortable. Got that aggressive, warny look, so very stabby, very utility cutting, biased. Nice black liner. It is an inset. No, just a liner lock. You guys, I know, sometimes I say inset and I mean liner lock. An inset nested, no, I guess, so it's nested is what I mean. Inset is when, like, the lock bar is screwed into the frame right here. And then there could be a liner, and there also mostly isn't a liner on those. And then, so basically the lock bar is a separate piece. And that's called an inset lock. Those are pretty much the hardest type of frame lock, liner lock to make. I have an example here. So if I get a flashlight, check it out. I don't know if the sale's still going on, but it's the Warrior Mini 2 from Olight. I don't know if you can see, but oh, I guess this is. It kind of seems like it. Warrior Mini 2, sorry. But you can see those screws right there. Those are holding in the lock bar. So it's sort of a nested liner. Let me see if I have a better example. I think the mash here, you just have that piece for the lock bar, and then it just kind of wraps around down at the bottom. But maybe I can put this on low or something. There we go. You see that liner? It's only down there and then the lock bar. The liner doesn't travel the whole length. It's not a whole-sided liner. It's really hard to explain, but basically it's used on more premium stuff or custom knives, stuff like that. And I love it. It's a great design. But anyway, this is a nested liner lock. Very cool. JG10, larger knife, reverse grip for Friday night gas station. All good to go on that. This one, Friday night, pretty good. I mean, these are both, I think, meant to be sort of tactical. So, tactical. So those are your Laconic series knives. Let's set those aside for now. This is the Doberman. Shout out to Osho for recommending they send me one. That's just cool. Oh, he wanted me to take it apart too. He wanted me to do a disassembly. So I will do a separate disassembly video on this Doberman because, of course, I'm going to do that if somebody asks. This might be a nested liner lock. Inset. It's looking like it, but we'll see. Nice clip. Is there any wiggle? No? Interesting clip. What is that made of? Not steel. Well, it is coated, but it's probably titanium. Dead center. Ooh, he went with the notch. Ballsy. Dead centered, though. You have studs. Ooh. It does seem to be a, most of a liner. It's kind of a nested liner lock. Or inset lock, but It's really a liner lock, but not the full liner. That front part here is not steel. And then you have another blade that kind of has that Peter Carey, Terzula, tactical spear pointy look, which is cool. I like that design language. This is actually designed after a dog. So it's called the Doberman because he has a Doberman and he loves his Doberman. So he named his knife design after it, which is really cool. He has some other designs coming, I believe, that are also named after dogs. The thumb stud action is really good. I mean, the D10 is money. I don't know if you can hear it. It has a really nice sound when it pops open. Really digging it. The flipper tab, I'm not so sure on. Let me try again. Oh, okay. Okay. So I just had to learn it. I think you just have to get your finger up there and then drag. And it's got a stout detent, so, you can't be diddlying around. That's what I did the first time. I was like, diddly. But there you go. So it might be a little bit, I kind of wish it was a little more aggressive or had jimping around it. An example of that would be on our knife, the nip. You see how that flipper tab is sort of similarly shaped, sort of. But you have jimping coming all the way around, so it really bites into your finger when you're dragging, right? Now, I think the detent is also stouter on this than this. Most of these are medium detent because we didn't want it to rip your finger off on the reverse flick. And the way the flipper's set up, you don't really need a super strong detent to rip it. But having that jimping all the way around would have been nice. But it works. I do think that if I played with this for like 20 minutes on the couch or whatever, eventually it's going to wear a little bit of a sore point on my index finger. I can tell you that much. But that's okay because it's a multi-deployment knife. I can just switch over to the studs, which feel wonderful. These studs feel great. I would say this is a unique design. I like the curvature to it. I really like the design language. I love this flat grind. Look at that. It's just gorgeous the way that looks. You have jimping up here. Oh, perfect location for it. Yes. Yes. Give me more. That's perfect. And it melts, dude. It melts. Size-wise, it's on the larger side. 3 3/4 blade. And close to 5 inches. A little over 4 3/4 on the handle. So you're looking at a pretty large knife. 8.5. Is that what that comes out to? Just for some comparison's sake here. There's the Submarine, and here's the Porcupine. So these might be a little closer. And then just so you have a reference, here's a Divo growler. Let's see if I can, there you go. So it's larger, obviously. Man, Kizer with their action, though. Crazy. $40 knives. Look at that. And then Vanguard series. Woo. This is a good one, guys. This is a good one. I really like that knife. All right, let's check out the Huntsman. And stay tuned. There's going to be the assembly on this soon enough. The Huntsman from James Lowe. Kizer cares, baby. Extra hardware. Here it is. This is a wild knife, in my opinion. Both of them, the one from Maddie, the Phoenix, and the one from James, the Huntsman, are wild designs. And they both came out at the same time. I think that was on purpose. And I don't mean wild like terrible. I just mean wild. So you can see, I would say, right away, you can see some Evo inspiration. Evo from CKF. That's like it just rings bells for me. I don't mean that in a copy way or any of that shit. I just mean that's what it reminds me of immediately, which is cool. You got nice basic carbon fiber, and I like that. Ah, wait, no, this might be something else. It just says carbon fiber. It just looks a little different. It has some white in it. Like, this is the weave carbon fiber. That's what I thought it was for a second. Maybe it comes down to how you finish. I don't know. Thumb studs and a... Ooh, okay. Look at this thing, guys. How crazy is that? He named it after the spider, the Huntsman, that they have in Australia. Comfortable in the hand. It's got... It looks wild, but it's comfortable in your hand. You got some jimping right here. Again, Evo-esque, I would say. Chavez-esque. Got that, you know. Look at that blade, guys. Crazy-ass recurve. And then you have... Oh, my God. This thing is crazy, guys. S35. The action on it is going to take your finger off. All right, let's try a flick left. Ooh, bolster lock. Yeah, buddy. Dude. So the way it's set up, the studs just really rock it out. I mean, it is crazy how much power you get behind those studs. And the slot feels a little softer, but not like soft. It's got a really good design where you have the stud close to the pivot, tucked into the handle as much as you can, and it really makes for good action. That's nice, guys. No play, no up and down. Trying to figure out the best spot to disengage because it is a little awkward. I'm going to say that because you see, that's where they cut it. That's where they expect you to disengage, is all the way up here. Okay, I see what they're doing there. They're doing that so that you get hit right here with this corner, but you get hit early enough that it doesn't like it doesn't hurt, right? If you come down here and let it go, right, you're going to get hit right there, and you're probably going to lose your cuticle a little bit. So it's your choice. I like that move right there. I get under here, let it swing a little, and let it close. Just kind of get out of the way. Where's the D10 on this? Just making sure. Now, I thought it was late for a second there, but, I mean, there's not much travel. You can see right there. You're clear right there. Is there a ramp? Is that what I'm... Just a little bit. Let me try it, Lefty. Nope. Clear it right away. That's nice. You always want that as a lefty. You want to clear early, so you're not hesitating on that. Yeah, I think disengaging is just something you have to get used to on this knife. It's just a little bit in a weird... It's not a weird spot in general. It's just... I don't know how to explain that. It also feels a little loosey here. Is it side to side? No. No pivot play. I think it's just a really drop shut knife. And honestly, it's got that Evo feel. Sorry, I keep bringing that up. This obviously looks nothing like an Evo. Well, the handle does a little bit. The handle's got some Evo love to it. This is what we do, guys. We compare knives. Again, I'm not playing the looks like this game. I'm just playing the my brain is putting these things together game. Clip too, kind of similar. Interesting. So I would say I'd have to ask James if he had any inspiration from the Evo. But I definitely see some of it in the handle here. But the blade is wowza. That's completely different. Look at that recurve, dude. That's crazy. The Huntsman. Dude, always cool to have your first knife out there. I know what that feels like. And this is a cool one. This is a crazy ass one, but it's cool. And it's comfortable in the hand. Now, I know a lot of people are going to scream, it's a recurve. I don't sharpen my knives, you know. I rarely need to get them sharpened. And when I do, I'm sure I can find somebody who can sharpen a recurve. So, shouldn't be a big deal. Centering looks good. See that right there? Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. That is the Huntsman. And then we have the Doberman. These are the two collab knives that we got in here. Really, really dig this. This is sweet. And then we have the Submarine and the Porcupine from Kizer in their Laconic series. So you have a full range price-wise here, guys. You know, you're talking 40, 50 bucks. You're talking like $100, and you're talking like, you know, 80 to 100, and then you're talking probably 150, 160. The action on this thing is fucking sweet. All right, and I can't wait to check out the Phoenix. Hopefully Kizer will shoot me one of those when they get them in. But let me know what you guys think. Stay tuned for a disassembly video on the Doberman and probably some rapid reviews or full video. I might do a full video on this one, talk to James about his design choices and everything, and then actually know what I'm talking about and do a follow-up video, which would be cool. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.